Hey Gemini, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your third week of August reading and it will be the last one that I do broken down by sign. Starting next Saturday, I will be doing one video every week and it will be a pick a card. So there will be 3 stacks to choose from and it will still, they won't be shorter, they'll be the same size of reading, but you will get to choose between the 3 of what your intuition feels like your message will be. It's time for me to kind of walk the walk and practice what I preach, and I need some time back for myself as my son returns to school online, and also I'm working a lot of overtime. So I feel as though a lot of the readings are redundant over across the 12 signs, like some of the sections of the zodiac or elements will have very similar energies, and I'm confident that everyone that comes across the reading will find what they need to hear. And remember, I always do personal readings, and so you can find those in my Etsy page that's linked below. And they're very customizable. You get to choose whatever cards you want, however many, so you can make it a little bitty reading, you can make it a big reading, and choose which decks speak to you, and combine, mix and match. It's very much under your control, and it's a lot of fun. So today I'm using the Kawaii Tarot to discuss your weekly energy of the 4 of Swords and Play Date. So this is, we're talking about anything this week that you do that just for fun is a reason, is an answer to anything. And at the end, I'm using Affirmators, Love and Relationships, for the pick a card. So go ahead and set your intention now for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have a message for you. The last 2 signs, it took a little while for the decks to speak and I had to pause the video. Hopefully, it's like as soon as I announced that I wasn't doing them by sign anymore, they don't want to speak to the signs individually, but we'll see. Anyways, this week you have the 7 of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So whatever it is you're doing on your play date, whatever it is you're doing just for fun, you are not doing it alone with this 2 of Cups here. It's beautiful after these 2 reversals. It feels like playtime is just what you need after overcoming some of these obstacles. With the 7 of Swords in reverse, it does feel like a solved mystery or the return of something. Something that was taken, maybe a little peace of mind has been compromised, or you went through a patch of the unknown where things were unsettled or in transit and flux, and they are settling back into place and the ground is re-solidifying underneath you. The righting of something upturned. And with the reverse 5 of Wands, you're finding ways around conflict. Now, codependency can mean not advocating for yourself, being a consummate peacekeeper, conflict avoidant, just to make sure that the relationship holds, because being alone is worse than whatever fighting is always happening. And so, I mean, at least in the codependent mind. So it is very important to be able to speak your truth and choose the battles that matter. And you may be getting better at walking that line and striking a balance where you can where you're both communicating and making sure that resentment isn't taking root, but not at the same time not arguing where you don't need to, where their actions aren't affecting you or have nothing to do with you. And so you two are coming together to generate this new feeling, a new energy right here. It represents, in some cases, puppy love, but also a new level of introspection and feeling a call towards leveling up in your spirituality. So that could represent the deepening of this connection and the leveling up of this connection into the more spiritual realm or the more committed realm, or just looking more towards the future and what it could become, realizing how much at the beginning of it you are, its potential for longevity, and no matter how long you've been together, that there's still lots ahead, lots of growing to do yet still. All right, let me tune into Gemini. Card 1 for Gemini. surrender. Hear ye, hear ye. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance or which make your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are heretofore forthwith officially and indubitably declared for the birds. So, the mayor of reinvention. That made me think of this right here, the Page of Wands. So I would say this is the mayor of reinvention. And the Four of Swords, your monthly theme, is a card of surrender. Surrendering to peace of mind, surrendering to letting things be easy, putting down the swords of having to put up a fight and taking a step back for yourself. Card 2, integrity. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling, unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Ugh, paradoxes hurt. Yeah, that paradox that they're talking about it's a lot about what I was talking about here with this Five of Wands and being able to advocate for yourself, not letting resentment take root, but at the same time being in your integrity, not stepping back when it's time to speak, and knowing the difference, knowing when it's necessary, but being totally avoidant of conflict, that is not being in your integrity. Card 3 for Gemini. Perspective. What does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough, and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk, and you're really onto something. All right, Gemini, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will return next Saturday with a pick a card. Thank you.